Greetings, you dross rippers. I hope you are well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-a-Pack here on LRRMTG. Please follow the channel. No, that was... see, I don't practice these ahead of time, and that was a mistake. Today, I am opening a pack of Mirrodin Besieged, which was given to us by James Martin at Magic Fest, Seattle, 2019. This was one of the first pre-releases I ever went to, because I got back into Magic right around in the summer before Scars of Mirrodin came out. So Mirrodin Besieged was one of the first pre-releases. You had to choose your side. You had to choose Mirrodin or Phyrexian, and then you got a kit. Phyrexian was the way cooler pack, by the way. You got a kit that was sort of tailored either way. So the Mirrodins had Metalcraft, because they're dumb poo-poo heads, and the Phyrexians had Infect, which was cool and awesome, and also just mechanically more powerful. So that was neat. I haven't opened a pack of Mirrodin Besieged in ages, so I'm excited. Except that we're starting with Spire Serpent, which is 4 and a blue for a 3/5 Serpent with Defender and Metalcraft. As long as you control 3 or more artifacts, Spire Serpent gets +2/+2 and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. So it's a 5 mana 3/5, and it can become a 5 mana 5/7 if you have Metalcraft. The trick was getting Metalcraft. That card's a card. Spin Engine. Let me read that one again. Spin Engine. 3 mana 3/1 artifact creature construct, and for 1 red, target creature can't block Spin Engine this turn. Spin Engine, a phrase that has now lost all meaning. Spin Engine, Spin Engine, Spin Engine, Spin Engine. This did a lot of damage to me at that pre-release, because they can just be like, your 2 creatures can't block it, get in for 3 every turn. Nathosaur, or Gnathosaur, if you want to pronounce the first letter of the word, as you typically do. 4 red for a 5/4 lizard, sacrifice an artifact, and Gnathosaur gains trample until end of turn. This card was deeply medium. No, it was bad. I'm sorry. That card was not good. Shriekhorn, however, single mana, artifact, enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters. Tap, remove a charge counter, target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. You ever get milled out by Shriekhorn? It takes so long. It's so demoralizing because it takes so much time. I don't recommend it. Quicksilver Geyser, 4 and a blue for an instant return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Bounce 2 things for 5 mana. Yeah, all right, we'll play that. Phyrexian Digester, or Phyrexian Digester. Digester? Digester. Boy, I am having a lot of trouble with words today. What else is new, Graham? I hear you chant from the comments. 3 mana artifact creature construct with Infect. It's a 2/1. It's a 2/1 with Infect for 3. Okay, great, we'll play it. Infect, by the way, I should clarify what that actually is and does, and how it be the way that it are. So it deals damage as -1/-1 counters, which is like Wither from Eventide, or Shadowmoor, from the Lorwyn Eventide set. If it deals damage to a player, then they get poison counters, and if you get 10 poison counters, you lose the game. So you could block the Phyrexian Digester, but then your creature is 2 smaller than it was before, if it lives. Steel Sabotage, single blue mana for an instant, choose 1. Counter target artifact spell, or return target artifact to its owner's hand. So you either counter it or you bounce it. This card feels like it should have been good, but I don't remember it doing much. But then I wasn't as good at playing limited back then, so maybe I was just bad. Maybe I'm bad now. Oh no! Hey, look, it's Gliss's Courier. 1 green for a 2/3 with Mountain Walk. Just, there was some subtle, ever so teeny sort of color pie hate going on in here, which I liked. There was Gliss's Courier that did this. There was Koth's Courier that I want to say had Forest Walk. Were they sort of at odds? Is that what that was? I think that was the case. Flenzermite. Does the Flenzermite like to flenz? Or does it like to be flensed? Either way, not into it. 1 and a black for a 1/1 gremlin. It's a gremlin. It has infect and lifelink. I'm all right with it. Virulent Wound. I like Virulent Wound a lot. Single black mana for an instant. You put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. If that creature dies this turn, its controller gets a poison counter. So you get to kill something, generally. There was lots of stuff with 1 toughness. You kill something and its controller gets a poison counter. It just helps the whole Phyrexian plan, which if you're playing the Infect deck is also your plan. I'm sorry, our plan. Comrade. Viridian Claw is a very, very mall ninja looking piece of equipment. This looks like something that someone who thinks they're very cool buys at House of Knives. And I'm sorry if any of you feel personally attacked. 2 mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and first strike, equipped for 1. Sure, it's totally fine. It just looks ridiculous. Plague Mirror. Plague Mirror, first of all, love the art. 2 mana for a 1/1 mirror with infect and tap to add colorless to your mana pool. Very cool. So it's a, because there was like the copper mirror and you know there was the 5 mirror from the original Mirrodin set that tapped for colored mana, and then this one taps for colorless and has infect. I like it. I like Plague Mirror a lot. Good old Pierce Strider, Pierce Strider, Guy Pierce Strider, famous Australian actor / magic card. That's got to be a trivia competition category, right? Actor and magic card, Guy Pierce Strider. That'd be a good one. There we go. Only Connect. That one's for you. For why Only Connect? That's not a category that they do. What show am I thinking of? Anyway, 4 mana for a 3/3 artifact creature construct. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 3 life. Yeah, I mean, if you don't think you're going to be able to kill them with infect, sometimes you also have to make them lose their normal life total. But you don't really care about your opponent's normal life total if you're hard in on the infect plan. Ooh, okay, we got a plains and a poison counter, a place for poison counters to go. And our rare is one of the Zeniths. It is the Red Sun Zenith. X and a red for a sorcery. Red Sun Zenith deals X damage to target creature or player. If a creature dealt damage this way would be put into a graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Shuffle Red Sun Zenith into its owner's library. Ba-bum-bum. It's fine. The blue one, of course, draws cards. The green one tutors up a bunch of busted green creatures in cube. The black one is a big board wipe, and the white one makes a bajillion cats. This is the worst. This is the worst Zenith. Rough. Sorry, buddy. Oh well. Now, if we're talking Mirrodin Besieged draft, well, it would have been 1 pack of Mirrodin Besieged and then 2 packs of Scars of Mirrodin, I think is how you drafted in the day. So, I mean, it's a tough call, right? But I mean, Red Sun Zenith in Limited is probably pretty all right. You still get to just kill something, possibly your opponent, right? It's like a fireball that goes back into your deck after you kill a creature with it. So it is probably that. Or maybe the Plague Mirror. Plague Mirror is the most valuable card in the pack. It's almost $2. Everything else is like pretty mediocre. I couldn't even find a price for Spin Engine, of all things. So nice to see Plague Mirror again, and even the worst Zenith is still a Zenith. That's what we've learned today. Even the worst Zeniths are still worthwhile in the right format, that being Scars of Mirrodin block draft. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you, James, for giving us this pack of Mirrodin Besieged. It was cool to go back so many years to the distant, far-off land of 2011. Such young, heady days. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Crack-A-Pack today. If you want to send us a pack of anything, you don't have to, but if you do, you can do it to our P.O. Box, Attention Crack-A-Pack. And, of course, this show and everything we do is brought to you by Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. My name is Graham. Shoutouts to the editors. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Bye-bye. Enjoy those noises.